Welcome back, brothers and sisters. This is part 8 of the Antichrist and the book Mark of the Beast. It's getting quite interesting because we're reading in the book of Revelation so far. We've read Revelations 12, 13, and now we're in the book of Revelations chapter 17 talking about in verse 13 of Revelation talks about the 7 heads and 10 horns on the beast rising out of the sea. Now, verse 17 talks about the explanations of what these 7 horns and 10 crowns are. So just follow me, and we are in the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 14. So let's continue to stop for a second in verse 13 we're talking about so far. In chapter 17, we're talking about what the authorities that the 7 kings, the 7 heads represent 7 mountains, and the 7 heads and 10 horns. 10 horns represents the kings, and the ones that has not had their kingdoms yet. And it talks about that these kings will have 1 hour to give authority and power to the Antichrist. Now it's an interesting story because the Antichrist basically wants to rule the world with one nation. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Verse 13 says, "These are one mind, and they will give the power and authority to the beast." They, as when I talk about, is the kings, the nations, the different countries. The countries are going to give the power or the beast, also known as the antichrist, the authority to rule all nations. One man will rule all nations for a short period of time. Verse 14 says, "These will make war with the Lamb," which the Lamb is Jesus Christ. Um, these will make war. These will make war. These, I guess, is talking about the 10 countries will make war with Jesus Christ. Okay? Basically, our countries around the world that's going to be together is going to make one country, and it's going to fight, and it's going to argue, and they're going to try to fight against Jesus Christ. I wish them luck if they got that authority, because they ain't gonna make it. Now, the Lamb of God, the Lamb represents Jesus Christ, who will overcome them. See? Jesus Christ right now will tell you in verse 14 of Revelation 17 says that those who try to make war with the Lamb of God, also known as Jesus Christ, will overcome these countries. They will. He will overcome them with power and authority. So, brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, you better be on Jesus Christ's side because he's coming. And he's coming very quickly. And if you ain't got your act right, I feel sorry for you. Because after he deals with the war, he's coming after the people. In verse 15 it says, 14 continuing, he says, they will make war with the Lamb and will overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who are with him are called chosen and faithful. That's talking about the Christians. That's talking about Christians. He's talking about Christian people that are born again. The ones that are baptized, born again, child of God's, those that believe in Him, trust in Him. We are called chosen and faithful. We're gonna have a fight on our hands as well. Then in verse 15 he talks about, then he said to me, the waters which you saw where the harlots sit are people, multitude nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which you saw the beast, these will hate the harlot, make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh and burn with her fire. For God put her, for God has put it into their hearts to fulfill His purposes, to be of one mind, and to give the kingdom to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. So God's doing this for a reason. And verse 18 says, and the woman who you saw is the great sea, which reigns over the kings of the earth. Kings of the earth. So, and there's a lot of scriptures. I mean, I can't do them all tonight. There's no way. There's no way I could do them all tonight. Um, Most of the time, we're going to be in the book of Revelations. Turn me to Revelations 11, verse 7. Revelation chapter 11, verse 7. Most of these ought to be shorter. And when they finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit, which is known as the devil, also, will make war against them, overcome them, and kill them. That, I guess that means the devil will try to kill the Christians. Those that are born again, he will kill. Getting rid of us. But do not be scared of this devil. We know he's evil. We know how he thinks. But do not be scared of him. Revelation 19:20 says this. 19:20. Revelation 19:20. Then the beast was captured, which I guess is the antichrist. The beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I told you in the book of Revelations, verse 13, I told you that the Antichrist will come and he will give authority to have to have people to have the mark of the beast on them. And what did I tell you afterwards? Those that has the mark of the beast on them will be deceived. He's tricking you. Basically, everything between the mark of the beast The image of the beast and the devil himself is nothing but lies and tricks and deceits. What did I tell y'all? Revelation 19 verse 20 says, Then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophets who worked signs in his presence, and by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worship his image. These two were cast alive into the lake of the fire burning with brimstone. Ooh, see? What did I tell you? If you take the mark, you will also be cast into the lake of fire, and also known as hell. I told you. I told you to get good. We'll be back in just a moment.